tributes have been flooding in for Bobby Ball, one half of the comedy double act Cannonball, who sadly died aged 76.
Yes, he was famous for his bow tie, braces and his catchphrase, wasn't he? Rock on, Tommy. Bobby certainly was a true entertainer.
Well, we're joined now from Manchester by Bobby's sons, Darren and Rob. Good morning to both of you this morning. Thank you so much for joining us at a time that must be very difficult for all of the family.
Morning.
Undoubtedly. I'd imagine you've been overwhelmed by the tributes that have flooded in for your dad.
Well, literally overwhelmed. I mean, it's, you know, like I was saying to my brother, it was just dad to us. But the tributes that have been coming in is just overwhelming, Ben. Really are.
Wonderful, absolutely
Brilliant,
wonderful.
You know, brilliant,
wonderful.
Brilliant.
And when we knew him and loved him as the entertainer and the character and just the all-round bundle of energy that he was, what was he like for you boys as a father?
Just that. Just that, to be honest, it's like like a cartoon.
Full of mischief, completely full of mischief.
Yeah, just...
you know, on and off stage, it really was, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like I said, like a cartoon, just that's what he was. He was that.
And is it right, you
Legend.
did a gig with him just a couple of weeks ago, and I know you'd spoken to him recently, hadn't you?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago we did our last gig. Was with Cannonball
At a place in Blackpool called Viva, and again, he was up to his old tricks again. We were in a double act, and we went on stage hoping to get a laugh, and, and then Cannonball went after, got the bigger laughs, and turned around to us backstage and said, "That's how you get laughs, lads."
Yeah. So lovely that you were able to see him and actually work with the two of them just a couple of weeks ago. But so tragic that this has struck him down so quickly. I mean, how concerned have you all been with his health? Because if he was on stage 2 weeks ago, it's just sort of representative of how fast this virus can act.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks ago I was with him. Then he had COPD. He got a chest infection, and then went into hospital with chest infection, then got tested positive,
Yeah,
it was awful.
You never expect one of your family, you know, to get it, sort of thing, and then it's just shell-shocked, really. Completely shell-shocked.
We mentioned earlier, you know, you spoke to him a couple of days ago. How was he when you last spoke to him?
Well, I spoke to him, I was FaceTiming probably every day, well 3 times a day when he was in hospital. And before he took a decline, he was laughing and joking with the nurses, up to his usual self. Getting the nurse said, "Have you met your new mother?" You know.
He did that to me. Have you met your third mother?
And that's what he was doing, and then unfortunately he
Declined.
He declined and went the wrong direction. Unfortunately, yeah.
I mean, we are in a really awful time at the moment with the way the virus is still ravaging the country, and the government are trying to do their best. You have first-hand experience of what it's like to lose a family member and to lose one so dramatically in such a short space of time. I imagine it's given you all a moment to pause to think about how you're behaving, but also to remind those around you as well just how dangerous it is.
Absolutely. I mean, it's, you know, people say it's just like flu. No, and it's really not.
It's not. No. It really. I've FaceTimed him. It was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really awful, isn't it, to see what can happen. I know you put out your own tribute that was really nicely phrased, actually, on social media. Heartbreaking news: our dad sadly passed away last night. And you go on to say, "Sleep tight, Dad, and keep them laughing," which I just think is so lovely. And so many of the tributes have just talked about how much joy he brought people, how much he made people laugh. And he's obviously passed down the comedy gene to you two as well.
Well, yeah, that's what we're
just... To work with them, Tommy, if Tommy's watching, to work with them both, the absolute legends.
Yeah.
And we can never fill that. We can never fill his shoes.
Never
will. But it's just been his dad. His dad is legend.
I mean, my dad had sort of come to watch us perform many a time. And I said, "How was the gig?" And he just turned around and said, "You've a lot to learn, lads."
You have a lot to learn.
I would imagine, I'd imagine it gave him a very wry smile and sense of satisfaction, as you say, that a couple of weeks ago when you performed with them, they got a bigger laugh than the two of you as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He never, whenever we work with him, Cannonball, we'd always look to the wings, and he'd be in the wings watching.
He would, yeah.
He'd always be watching.
He would, yeah.
Never, yeah.
He would.
Lovely, but he'd never let you. He'd want the biggest laugh.
Oh, he
He'd
would.
always want the biggest laugh. Absolutely.
And if he didn't get the biggest laugh, he'd end up sulking.
Yeah, he would.
You know, he is everything. Listening to you talk about him, he's everything that I would have wanted him to be, because he sounds like he was exactly the same off screen as he was on screen as well.
Absolutely,
Yeah, yeah.
he was. He was.
He's
Yeah.
a legend, you know.
Never. He wasn't very good with maths homework or anything like that.
It doesn't matter if you can't do the maths, just make them laugh and rock on, as he often said.
That's
the one.
Yeah.
That's the one, Ben.
Thank you so much, Darren and Rob, for joining us. We're sending all our love and thoughts to you and all of the
Absolutely.
family. What is a difficult time, because he did
Thank you
bring
very
so much love and enjoyment and laughter to all of our lives. And what will be lovely over the sort of coming few months is to enjoy those moments again, because undoubtedly there'll be more tributes, and it'd be nice to be reminded of just how great they were.
Thanks so much. Good to see you.